What does the next bit look like?
So, I to be honest, I know it's more that I know what I don't want, if that makes sense,
Oh,
rather than what I do want. So I don't want a massive big company. I don't want staff. You may relate to that one. Yeah,
I've got a good team now. I've got a good team, but I
yeah,
think we've been in those points of challenges. But yes, I must admit.
not necessarily because staff are bad, but I hated feeling responsible. You know, if the business isn't there, they've got mortgages to pay, which means you've got their mortgages to pay, and you know, making people redundant when it was really tough, and I just hated it. It
Yeah,
was just not good.
I can
So
imagine.
yeah, I don't want staff, and I want to do what I enjoy, and what I enjoy is walking, being out in nature, helping people. I do a lot with the Shout charity. If anyone doesn't know what Shout is, it's like I'm quite geeky, but it's like a digital text messaging service for mental health. It's supported by Ed Sheeran, Elton John, and some people like that. A lot of people don't like picking up the phone, so they've got problems. But you just text the word shout to a telephone number and you've got instant counselling, and it's all free as well. So I like to, do my bit and raise some money for that. I like taking people and going on these adventures, and me also experiencing things. So like you came with me to do the Norway kayaking. We kayaked the Norwegian fjords, didn't we? Which was
We
like
did in the rain
really good.
on the hottest day in England when it was 40 degrees that weekend. We were in Norway and it was chucking it down with rain.
Yeah, it was. But we was on top of a mountain where there was this swing that just went out over the
Yeah.
mountain, and your legs are dangling, and seeing people do stuff like that. And I hadn't experienced things like that either. But my business gives me the opportunities to do things that I've never done before. So like next year, I'm going to see the bears and do bear watching in Romania, and all the castles over there. I've never done things like that, so it sort of ticks my box, but also gives other people the opportunity to do stuff. So yeah, so that's literally, I'm just going to keep on trekking on in, keeping
Nice.
fit, keeping healthy, and just enjoying my life. I'm at that time of it, so it's like being retired, but I'm earning money from it so that I can live.
You see, there's another word I hate: retirement.
Yeah, I don't. Did I just say those words? I did, didn't I? Yeah.
Yeah, you
Okay.
said
Right. What's
retirement.
what's your replacement word for retirement then?
Haven't got one, but I know I don't like it. What I don't like about it is because it feels so final.
Yeah, I won't
So
ever retire. That's not my.
and I think that's the thing with, I don't think anybody will. I think we evolve, and I think we retire from a period of our in our lives, or it's
Yeah.
like a chapter that's one chapter done. I prefer to say that's the end of that chapter. So what's the
Yeah.
next chapter? And it doesn't, again with chapters, you don't stop one thing and just move straight into something else. If you're reading a book, it flows, doesn't it, into that next chapter of what we're evolving into. So yeah, I think the retirement thing again is too final. And I think from a psychological point of view, that's been a very much a hard stop for people. So again, when you're looking at your career and what you're looking to do in the future, it's not about that hard stop. It's about, okay, so what does 5 years look like to me? What am I
Yeah.
going to be wanting to do? Do I want to? So you know, again, I don't think any of us will retire. There'll be things we want to do, and it depends what that looks like. It could be learning a new hobby, sport, whatever that, doing more charity work, getting outdoors more,
Yeah.
doing whatever that might look. People have got families and grandchildren, and whatever they're getting involved in, teaching the grandchildren to do things. I think it's just a new chapter.
It's just a new chapter. I
A
like
new
that as
chapter.
well. Yeah. Until you
New
reach the
chapters.
very end. But we won't talk about
Until you reach the very end and people write the eulogy that you wrote 20 years ago.
I
Now, what do
update
you
it every
think, what
year.
you wanted to achieve?
I'll tell you what, I tried. When you write your own eulogy, it does make you, oh, it's horrible. when you actually
Yeah,
write
I
it.
imagine. I can
Yeah.
imagine.
It's a good
Definitely.
exercise to do. Yeah, Living Forward by Michael Hyatt's a
Forward.
really good book to do. Another book I'd recommend is Let It Go by Pat Flynn.
Yeah.
Big Billy. I love Pat Flynn. He's got a really good podcast as well called Smart Passive Income. And he actually, if you're a bit of a loss and you have no idea what you want to do, and I think I was like that for maybe a couple of years in between the social media and the adventure stuff. I was completely lost. I knew I was bored stiff, and I was watching videos at work with my headphones on. Even though I was the boss, I had my computer turned around so no one could see what I was doing. I think people thought I was just watching social media stuff, and I wasn't. I was watching hiking videos. But he takes you through this exercise that takes you back to your childhood, and you have to ask all your friends and family what your superhero was when you was not your superhero, what your superpower was when you were younger, or what it is now. So I did this exercise, and my mum come back and she was saying things you used to do when you was a kid. I used to organise sports day events for all the kids in the close, and I had this like Tigers Club, and all these kids, we used to climb a tree and go over this rope and then down another tree, and if they did it, they would get a badge that I had homemade, and they'd be part of the club. And now when she reminded me of that, it was like, oh my God, that is what I'm doing at the moment. It is
Wow.
really strange if you look back to what you did when you was a child. What qualities did you have when you was a child? And
Yeah.
it's amazing how that can really help your career in the future. You know, do what is natural for you.
So Pat Flynn.
Pat Flynn, I think it's called Let It Go.
Okay. Well,
Simon Sinek,
yeah,
Start With Why.
start with a Y. Powerful. Yeah, I think that's
Powerful, really
a
powerful
powerful one.
books.
Yeah.
I've got a load of books, all the business books and self-development books I've read are all on my website. So if you just go and search books on the Venture Geek website, all the ones that I've read in the past are all there that I'd recommend.
Fabulous. Julia, thank you so much for your time. What would be, if you were signing off and say, for a happy career, what do you think the one thing is or two things that you'd say to people of what to look out for or to take care of or what to do?
I would probably say, go with your heart. As you said, there's no such thing as luck. You create your own luck, but you have to sometimes take a leap of faith. So if you're at that crossroads in your life, take a leap of faith and do what feels right and go with your heart. Do what makes you feel happy. Be happy.
Fabulous. Be happy. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching. And yeah, we will have a new guest soon. But Julia, for now, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me. See you soon, Ruth. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.